Hello, I'm Dr. Brandt Gibson, and today we're going to talk about another injury that can happen to toenails. We've already talked about some of the different pathologies, some of the different types of abnormalities you can see in a toenail, and this is another common problem. It's called the runner's toenail. Typically, you'll see it in individuals that do large amounts or high amounts of running, and they will have one toenail, whether it's the second toe or the great toe or sometimes even the third toe, that is black or discolored. And they make comment that they commonly will lose the toenail or will fall off. Whatever the reason is, you're actually getting injury to that toenail. So you get a black toenail, you get rubbing either on the top of the shoe or on the tip of the shoe. It can also be caused sometimes by inappropriate or poor socks. The idea being that you're injuring that toenail and getting a black discoloration that doesn't seem to go away. The disadvantage of this is mostly appearance. Every once in a while, you will get discomfort. You will get the pain associated with a subungual hematoma that we talked about previously, where you get the bleeding underneath the nail and get pressure and have to drain it. You also could ultimately lose the toenail depending on how much injury is happening at that time. So in those cases, it can be more problematic than, say, just a discolored toenail. A runner's toenail is really quite common. There are things you can do to prevent it. Appropriate shoe wear is important. You don't want a shoe that's too big or too small. Usually a shoe that's exactly the right size is too small when you're running longer distances, because you'll actually rub either on the top of the shoe or the end of the shoe because of the tightness thereof. The other options, though, is if you get a shoe that's too big and you're moving around too much in the shoe, you get the same type of damage, and you actually may injure more nails or more areas of the toes than just a single toenail. So things you can do: wearing appropriate shoes makes a big difference. Wearing appropriate socks can also make a big difference. We usually recommend either a composite sock or a multi-layer type sock, where you've got a nylon layer close to the skin and a cotton layer on the outside to allow wicking away from the foot to cause less of a problem. This is quite common and easy to find in most running stores. They actually have the special composite type socks that will reduce the sweating. They're usually designed to reduce blistering and friction that way, but because of the reducing friction, they will also cause less injury to the toenail. So this is Dr. Brandt Gibson, and we were talking about the runner's toenail. This is podiatry tip day number 12. So if you can do things to minimize the injury